Bonjour mes élèves! I bet you didn't imagine you'd miss me so much. I miss you too. Listen, we have to get going with the verbs. And so remember how I said in class that we have 3 groups of regular verbs in French, just like in Spanish. So the ER verbs we studied first, and we've used them a lot, and you're doing great with them. And then recently, before this all happened, we learned the IR verbs, okay? And so I'm going to remind you what those two are, and then we're going to learn the third group, which is the RE verbs. So let's have a look, and let me remind you how ER verbs work. For example, the verb parler. Parler means to speak, as you know. We take the ending ER off, and we add the endings for je, I. For tu, it's ES. For il or elle, it's I. For nous, as you know, it's ONS. Vous, it's EZ. And the il, elle is always ENT. So now you have the verb parler, to speak. Je parle, I speak. Tu parles, il, elle parle, he or she speaks. Nous parlons, vous parlez, you guys speak. And il, elle parle. Remember not to pronounce that NT. Bien. You're okay with that? You remember how that works? Yeah. Recently, we learned the IR verbs like finir, which is a verb that we use a lot, and we noticed that it was kind of a little bit more complicated, right? So, a reminder that the endings for finir are IS, IS, IT, je finis, tu finis, il or elle or on finit, he finishes. And then the nous and vous and il plural are kind of weird. It's finissons, finissez, and finissent. Bien. So, in French, you always have a stem and then an ending. It's always like that, okay? So, for example, if you want to say that she finishes her work, you will say elle finit son travail. We good here? Okay, you could go on the page in your book if you want to review that. Today, I'm going to tell you how RE verbs work. There are quite a few RE verbs, and they're pretty useful. In chapter 9, they're teaching you 6 of them. Okay, I'm going to go over this in a minute. One of them is vendre, to sell. For example, in the book, when they teach you the vocabulary, they are teaching you that when you're in the railway station, they sell magazines and candy at the, what is it called? The kiosk. Anyway, the kiosk where they sell magazines. I don't remember what it is in English. Never mind. Okay, so vendre. Okay, so vendre is going to work the same way. We're going to have a stem and we're going to have an ending. The stem, you take the RE off and the stem is VEND. So you go like that. You do your usual stem. Il, elle, on, stem. For the nous form, VEND. For the vous form, and il, elle, plural, VEND. So the second piece, of course, to get to conjugate this verb properly is to add the proper ending. For je, it's an S. And it's pronounced je vends. You don't pronounce the D or the S. It's just je vends. The tu is also an S. And then the il, elle has nothing there. It's just VEND. So I sell, je vends. Tu vends, you sell, and il, elle vend, he or she sells. You can see that all 3 are pronounced the same way. And then, of course, the usual nous vendons, we sell. You guys sell, like you sell your bicycle. Vous vendez, or ils, elles vendent. ENT, remember not to pronounce the NT. They sell, ils vendent. So you can see that for RE verbs, the endings are pretty easy, way easier than the IR verbs, right? S, nothing, ONS, easy, and ENT. Okay. Now, I said to you when we studied the IR verbs that there are not that many IR verbs, but there are some we use a lot, like finir, okay? The RE verbs are pretty common, and let me go over and tell you the 6 RE verbs that they're teaching you in chapter 9. Remember, chapter 9 is about being at the railway station, where you wait on the platform and you get off the train, and these verbs are RE verbs. So let me show you those verbs. In chapter 9, the RE verbs we have are attendre, very important RE verb. To wait. I wait for the train. J'attends. Remember you take the RE, and for the je, you're going to add the S, right? So, j'attends le train. I wait for the train. Please note that in French you say I wait the train. You don't wait for the train, you just wait the train. The second one is répondre. Very useful word to respond or to answer or to respond. For example, the teacher speaks to me and I respond. I answer the teacher. Je réponds. And of course, we know now that the je ending is yes and s. Je réponds au prof. I answer the teacher. The O is for to the. I answer to the teacher. Okay? Another one is vendre. So vendre, we just saw it in my example. Vendre is to sell. Okay? At the kiosk, they sell newspapers and magazines. He sells his bike. Il vend son vélo. At the end, we have nothing if it's il. Okay? The next one is entendre. Now, be very careful because entendre means to hear. Look at this one and look at this one. Be careful and don't mix them up. Attendre is to wait. Entendre is to hear. We hear the announcement of the departure of the train, for example. This is a word that is in your vocabulary of chapter 9. And there are 6 of them. I'm trying to remember what the others are. Descendre. This is another really important one. Descendre is to go down, but it's also to get off. You get off the train. Okay? Vous descendez du train. It means you get off of the train. Of the train. You guys get off of the train. Okay? And there's one last one, and the last one is, I forget, where's my notes? Oh, perdre, to lose. You could see it's an RE verb, of course. Oh no, nous perdons le match. We lose the game. Okay? So, nous perdons. Okay, so let me summarize what you have. 1, attendre, to wait. 2, répondre, to answer. 3, vendre, to sell. 4, entendre, to hear. 5, descendre, to get off. And 6, perdre, to lose. Okay? And of course, they all conjugate following this pattern right here. By the way, this is on page 300. Look on your book right now. You could pause this video for a minute, and I'm going to show you the lesson on the book. Okay? Are you ready for that? I'm going to show you the lesson on page 300. Have your book and open it, page 300. Okay, so here's page 300. Page 300 right here. Okay? And they show you the verb of vendre, the same one I showed you on the board. You could see they show you the stem, V-E-N-D, and then the endings. S, S, nothing, O-N-S, E-Z, and E-N-T. Okay? They also show you the verb attendre. I wait. You wait. He or she waits. we wait, you guys wait, and they wait. Look at the examples. Ils descendent du train. They get off the train. They get off of the train. Ils descendent les bagages sur le quai. This is a word you should have learned by now. The quai is the platform. They get off or take down the luggage on the platform. The verb descend means to get off. It also means to take something down. Okay? Take something off, take something down. All right? So I would like you to look carefully at this lesson and learn that. And I have to tell you, I do not have my materials here at home, so I do not have the workbook with me. The workbook is at school. So I don't know exactly the page where they do the exercise in your workbook about the RE verb, but I want you to go on your workbook, find the RE verb practice on your workbook and do it. And I will ask you to do it carefully and do whatever practice they have there and email it to me. Not now. I mean, I will let you. Today is April 1st. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to post this later. I will give you a date on the website. So stay tuned on my website and see for the dates and the updates. And you will have to submit the practice on RE verbs from your workbook. Just take a picture and email it to me. And that date will be on the website after spring break. Okay? That's it. I love you guys. I miss you. Take good care of yourself and take a break. Next week, spring break. Enjoy. Have a nice vacation and I'll get back to you after. Okay?